Hi guys. So I promised you I would make a video about how to ask and how to ask the angels for help, and unfortunately I'm sitting in the car waiting at school for my son that's in matric, and you can see some of the nice potholes I see that we've got in Vanderbijl Park. But so this is the time that I've got to do this, so I'm just going to do it. So the thing is, asking is all about free will. You have to check what you really think, what you believe for yourself, and what you trust for yourself. When we ask, we've got to believe as well. It's not just about asking for the money. If you've got a deep inherent belief that you're not allowed to have money, or maybe you think that people with money are selfish and they're stuck up and you don't want to be like that, you've already created a block. First, you need to look at what you believe for yourself, because that's the most important foundation to build on when you ask and when you allow yourself to receive. Remember, this is a year where we need to surrender and trust. So it's not about knowing where it should come from or how to create it, because it's not in the doing, it's in the allowing. And what the angels always say to me is, when we ask, it's all about drawing the outlines of the picture and not coloring in. Now, what they mean by it is the outlines of the picture is knowing the self, knowing what you need, what you believe for yourself, and asking to receive those things that you feel you need in order to have a happy, joyful life. So when we ask for something, the outlines would be like when you talk about a relationship and you want this joyful, happy relationship, you will ask for the kind of things that you want to experience. You want somebody to love you unconditionally. You want somebody to celebrate who you are, to laugh with, somebody that you agree on about what you want to cook, and the kind of house that you like, the kind of car that you like. All of these things that make sense to you. The angels always say as well that when you ask for something that you want to receive, it's also what you can give. So like in a relationship, you want to receive love and compassion, you want to experience passion, and those are the things that you also want to give. But then you might have this inherent belief that the kind of person that you want doesn't exist, or they're not out there, or you believe all men are like this, or all women are like this, and then you block. You don't truly believe and trust and allow. And so now the outlines are those feelings that you can sense, that you can visualize. How do I want to feel waking up to this, next to this person, or in this space that I want to live in, next to the ocean, or something with this freedom, that sense of freedom, because that's what the ocean might be for you. The coloring in is God's department. That's the things that you cannot control. So the coloring in is all about the what, the where, the who, the when, and the how. So we often think that, but I can't ask for money because I need to know how to receive it, how to go and get it. Should I go for that job? So should I do this? Should I do this? There's no trust in that. You want to do it yourself. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't take any actions, but it means to trust the actions that comes when you do ask, and to trust it according to what feels right for you. So the main thing, most important, is just to start asking, because it's your free will to then allow. How the law of asking and attracting also works is that we can only receive or bring something into your existence that you can put your attention onto, that you can believe in. So if you know that you can't really believe in something, first ask them to help you to gain that amount of belief, or to trust that it's available and that it's out there. I always say, like with joy, if I don't know what joy feels like, if I've forgotten, if I've really gone into survival and I don't feel any joy anymore, I can't just pray for joy. I have to pray for the experience of joy to know what it feels like. If you struggle to ask for money, start asking the angels to give you that experience, that belief, that trust that it is available, that there is flow, that miracles do happen. And then you open yourself up to believe and to see the things that appear. And remember, money doesn't always come like you think, oh, I should win the lotto, then I've got lots of money. A lot of the time, it still comes with something that you have to learn within yourself, or something that you have to let go of. I, myself, have also had the experience of needing to learn to be supported, to receive from other people. And we usually don't want to do that because then I'm not taking care of myself. But when my husband went through 2 years after he was retrenched with not being able to find a work at that stage, and I was taking care of the family mainly, I had to learn to allow support. And the angel said to me, remember, God and the angels don't have hands and feet. They don't have physical form. And if you ask for something, they can only give it to you through other people. It's the only way. That's also how we give to others, because it's channeled to us. This person is showing up. I need to help this person. And that's why it always comes down to trust, whether you are the person that's supposed to help there. But can you see, if you don't allow, if you feel that you are the source and you need to create and let it flow out, you will never allow anything to come in. So you need to see yourself as the channel. You need to allow yourself to be supported, to receive, and then to create that energy of allowing that to be paid forward and to move through you also to others. And it doesn't always have to be as money. When my husband didn't have a job and a lot of people gave groceries to me or money or whatever, I paid it forward, and not necessarily as money, but often as gifts of spirit, to do a session for somebody without asking money. Or, there's many different ways. So it's to trust. But coming back to the asking, it starts with that simple thing of allowing yourself to say, I need this. Talk to God, talk to the angels, talk to your grandfather if you need to, if that makes sense to you, because they're all part of spirit and they all want to support us. But please get out of the mind, get out of that block that it has to come in a certain way, and trust that you will be shown. Often, like with my health as well, I often have to ask for a solution. And I find that I constantly go through the process of trying to find the solution myself until I really get to that point where I can't anymore, where I have to surrender and allow myself to say, I don't have the answer. I don't know what to do anymore. And then I ask the angels, please guide me to the right person. Give me the right insight, the right information as to what will work for me, what will help me to gain this healing, to go through this process, while I'm still very aware of what I should learn from this process. So remember, the Bible also says to us, with the birth of Jesus, that God wants the world to have joy, joy to the world. But do we allow joy? Do we trust that we may have that life experience, that we are allowed to have money, that we are allowed to have love and support and everything that we crave? And base your asking on that. We are allowed to have joy, fulfillment, and the more you have, the more you can give out to others. So trust in that, trust in yourself as the channel to receive, to pay it forward, instead of feeling the need of having to generate everything yourself. I love to write things down, so I make lists. So I have a journal in which I write a message to God, to the angels, every month as to what I need, what I want to experience. Even if it's more romantic time in my relationship, or a solution to my son's pimple problem. Simple things like that. We forget to ask because we feel that we are all alone and that we need to do it on our own. So please try that and get back to me and see what experiences you go into that helps you to believe and trust in more for yourself, because that's always the basis that we start from. We don't believe in enough for ourselves, and we don't believe that we are worthy of miracles. But you are, because the more you experience miracle, the more you can help others to experience miracles. I hope it helps. Have a blessed day. Bye for now.